is sworn. Ha! It's not that he doesn't like girls, it's just like no one girl is ever going to be good enough to become his wife. He likes being that guy who's out there with one girl today and another girl tomorrow. Let's pretend they're a little older than they are. Otherwise, it could look really skeezy. No. So Benedict is like, no, and he's a soldier. He works for Don Pedro, who is the prince. And he has a very good buddy by the name of Claudio. Now, Claudio is a younger, more naive boy who still believes in love. Claudio and Don Pedro...
I wonder that you will still be talking, Signor Benedict.
Oh, no.
Nobody marks you.
What, my dear Lady Disdain, are you yet living?
Is it possible Disdain should die while she hath such meat food to feed it, Signor Benedict? Courtesy itself must convert to disdain if you come in her presence.
Then is courtesy a turncoat, for it is certain I am loved of all ladies. only you accept it. And I would I could find in my heart that I had not a hard heart. For truly I love none.
A dear happiness to women! They would else have been troubled with a pernicious suitor. I thank God and my cold blood I am of your humor for that. I would rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
God keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other shall escape a predestined scratched face.
Scratchy could not make it worse if 'twere such a face as yours were.
Jerry! Yes, do the Jerry version of this. But you are a rare parrot teacher.
A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
I would my horse had the speed of your tongue, and so good a continuum looking away.
You always end with a change trick.
Nah, throw the chair.
Take off because you can't take it.
So then, the prince and Claudio, they decide they're going to have some fun with their friend. They're going to convince him that Beatrice is in love with him. They want to see him fall in love.
This
And
is
they
like
say,
7th grade love.
that's right.
This is like so-and-so. Oh, by the way, did you hear? Did you hear? Beatrice totally loves Benedict. I can't even believe it. I just read it. She told me. She was writing it in her diary, and she's like, I can't keep it in anymore. I'm totally in love with Benedict, and I just think I'll die if he doesn't love me back, but I don't want him to know that he loves me, because if he knows that he loves me, he's just going to make fun of me. It was totally hysterical. Man, I just don't even know what to do. We can't tell Benedict. Can you tell Benedict? We can't tell Benedict. That would be awful if we told him. Wouldn't it be awful if we told him? Because he would just totally humiliate her and make total fun of her. We can't let him know. We have to let him know. Don't we have to let him know? Don't you think if he knew that she loved him, that maybe he would love her back? I think maybe. Don't you think? Should we try that? No, we can't tell him. That would be awful. We really can't tell him. Well, I don't really know what we can do. Now, meanwhile, the prince and Claudio, as girly as they may have just seemed, have said all of this while Benedict can overhear it.
Oh, was I hiding?
Yeah,
you're
supposed to be
hiding, brother.
Yeah. So Benedict overhears this, and once the prince and Claudio feel that they have planted the seed, as it were, they leave Benedict alone on stage to figure out this whole new possible romance in front of all of you.
This can be no trick. The conference was sadly bored. They have the truth of this from Hero. That's Beatrice's best friend. Just love me. Why? It must be requited. I hear how I am censured. They say I will bear myself proudly if I perceive the love come from her. They say too that she will rather die than give any sign of affection. Weird. did never think to marry. I must not seem proud. See, happy are they who can hear their detractions and put them to bed. They say the lady is fair. It is truth. I can bear the witness. And virtuous. 'Tis so, I cannot reprove it. And wise. Well, but for loving me. By my troth, it is no addition to her wit, nor no great argument of her folly, for I will be horribly in love with her. I may chance have some odd quirks and remnants of wit broken on me, because I have railed so long against marriage. But doth not the appetite alter? Huh? A man loves the meat in his youth that he cannot endure in his age. Shall quips and sentences and these paper bullets of the brain awe a man from the career of his humor? No! The world must be peopled. Peopled? Babies is where babies come from. You guys, that's where babies. Never mind.
Oh, I get it. You want some
yes! They come from an egg. The stork brings them. Yes. When do you guys get sex education? When I said I would die a bachelor, I did never think I should live till I were married. Oh, here comes Beatrice. By this day, she's a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you. I am sent to bid you come in to dinner.
Fair Beatrice, I thank you for your patience.
Oh, he's about to get it.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. Had it been painful, I would not have come.
You take pleasure then in the message.
Yea, just so much as you may take upon a knive's point. You have no stomach, signor, very well.
She said you got no nipples.
Let me translate that exchange for you. All right. Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner. There's a double meaning in that. I take no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. That's as much to say any pains that I take for you is as good as thanks. Oh, if I do not love her, I am a fool. If I do not pity her, I am a villain. I'll go get a picture. And so off he goes to get a picture, and he hangs it around his neck. And he becomes a total fool. For
and
love.
the same trick is played upon Beatrice. Her friends, Hero and Ursula, decide that they are going to try to trick her into loving Benedict. And the trick,
Works.
for the most part, works.
And they end up.
No, I can't really do it.
They're not ready for that. They're not ready for the kissing cut. Now, alright. Let's see, what else should we do? Someone asked for Julius Caesar.
So that's a bit of a much ado.